What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Wltoys Rides and Reviews. I've got my 3S batteries. These are Wltoys Arc. They have Wltoys Air batteries. Those are for airplanes and stuff like that. It says high discharge. This is a 25C 3S 2200 mile, obviously. So obviously I'm ready to open up my speed meter so we can get some speed runs and send this thing. See what kind of speed we can get with the stock tires. I might even throw some crazy tires on there just so I can get some higher speed, maybe some taller mud tires or something, just so I can send it. So I have some different 3S LiPo batteries, but one of them fried on me, and I have to have one of them so I run my radio off of. But these, I have a special casing around them that helps with the impacts and stuff for being in vehicles. But I accidentally completely over discharged one of my batteries. I left it on my remote overnight on, and yeah, it totally puffed and destroyed the battery and was very dangerous. Should have never did that. So these batteries are a little bit smaller, especially on the thickness. Right here you can see this battery is much thinner. So hopefully it'll fit in the this really small 1/14 scale buggy really well. Last time I had a little bit of trouble. This battery was super tight in there, so hopefully I'll be able to squeeze these in there a little bit better. So as far as speed meters go, this is about the best you're going to get for the low end. Most speed meters are right around $99, about $100. Some of them about $150. This one came in around $60. Comes with a USB charger. Here's the instructions. Alright, here it is out of the box. This thing is pretty small. I've seen a lot of people using this speed meter actually. It works pretty good, works right off the GPS, so you don't have to really calibrate it or anything. Just charge it up and go. You just gotta Velcro it or stick tape it to somewhere where you can kind of keep it safe from getting scratched up or destroyed. Alright, so I've got all my 3S batteries all charged up. Wltoys was kind enough to send me some stickers I could put on my body when I get it ready. I've also charged up my GPS speed meter. That thing's ready to go. So I wanted to do one more thing to prep this thing for these high speed runs. I went ahead and took these shocks off. I've already done this one and the back two. I've got this one still to do. I replaced the shock oil with some 80 weight, 1000 CST. It's a little bit thicker, not much. I checked the oil that came out of it. It was actually pretty decent oil in these shocks, but this is just a little bit thicker and it gives it a little bit more of a smoother action. I'm going to pull this one out and show the difference between the two. Alright, so the shock on my left I just rebuilt, and the shock on my right has the original factory weight oil in it. So we'll go ahead and give this a shot. You can see it just returns right away. And this one here, it is much more delayed. So let's do a little side-by-side comparison. The one on the left is the factory. The one on the right is the new oil. You can see it takes much more time to return all the way up to the top. And this one just bottoms out right away. It just bottoms right out. And it's actually really difficult to bottom this shock out. Alright, so there it is. It's a lot better than what it was. We'll go ahead and put this thing back together. It's going to perform much better than what it was. So it's obviously still set up with the stock 2S battery. I'm going to have to move everything around. I think I'm going to put this ESC up here if I can, try to fit it underneath that body with these new body posts. It should be able to fit, and maybe slide that 3S across this tray like I had it before when I had the stock ESC in here. But as soon as it stops raining, it's soaking wet outside right now. It's actually sleeting here in Virginia in some places. So as soon as it stops raining, I'm going to take this thing out and send it. So 24 hours later, I'm finally ready for my first speed run, an actual real speed run, because I've got the GPS this time. We're gonna go ahead and send it down my road right here. We got a nice little straight shot. I'm gonna set it up on my tripod. All right, so we're zeroed out on the speed meter. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and make sure the thing works. First time I've even had it out. So with the 2S 1500 mAh LiPo battery, that was the first run. I got 47. Didn't quite hit full throttle with that. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit full throttle this time. Alright, so I managed to get full throttle, but I'm not sure if this is quite peaked all the way out, but I did get 50 miles per hour, a little bit faster than the first run. So I managed 52 on the stock battery pack with this 4300 kV Goul RC setup. So I think I'm going to swap to another 2S, and then I'm going to set it all up for my 3S battery. Alright, set up on the 3S. I got the same 3S battery that I've got on this thing here. This is the 3S Ovonic 2200 mAh battery. So we'll go ahead and try this thing out. I also have a HPB 2200 mAh. It's a pretty similar battery, but the HPB looks like it has bigger cells on it. This Ovonic battery is a little bit lighter, but I mean, I guess it packs the same punch. The speed meter will be the real test. We're zeroed out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is my first brushless run on 3S with the 1/14 scale buggy. So as you hit 53 in a wheelie, so I guess if we keep all the wheels on the ground, we'll see what it can do. So I managed 64 miles an hour with this Ovonic 3S. I'm going to try the other battery in there, see if I can get a little more out of it. The first couple of passes were just so really they were just scary. So I was scared to send this thing full throttle, and it kept wheeling at about 55 miles an hour. So it kept on wheeling, and I was scared to just send this thing off the road and just completely destroy it. So I was trying to be a little bit careful. So we're zeroed out. I've got the other battery in there. It's the HPB. You can see it's a little bit bigger of a battery. I did cut some vent holes in here. I forgot to mention. I cut this out, just a little rectangle. You can see it there on both the windows, just so it can vent a little bit of air, one on the ESC, one on the motor. I also put in this top area right here a couple little holes in case any hot air gets trapped up inside of this high spot right here. And actually the ESC is in here now, so it's kind of good that I got that in there. A little bit of airflow for this thing. So let's send it on 3S again. So we're still cutting wheelies, but this time up at 60 miles an hour. Not bad. I managed 67 miles per hour on that run. She's a little warm. I'm going to keep getting it, see if I can't just have a little bit of fun and see if I can't beat that mark. Recharge my batteries up tomorrow and go for another one. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit me up in the comments. I do realize that this huge wing back here was probably also part of the reason why I kept wanting to slam back and do a wheelie. You can see it kind of damaged my wing. I mean, it was completely backwards. There was one part it was backwards like that. It had wheelied so hard. If you do like a little slow motion, you can catch that. But other than that, you really can't complain. For under $100, and a $50 Ghoul RC brushless system, and you got yourself a really nice brushless buggy. Well, please subscribe, hit me up. Till next time, deuces.